deserve it. I deserve it. Ooh, everything I wanted. I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Everything I wanted. I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Ooh, everything I wanted. I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Everything I wanted. I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Ooh, everything I wanted. I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Everything I wanted. I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Ooh, everything I wanted. I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Everything I wanted. I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Ooh, everything I wanted. I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Everything I wanted. I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Ooh, everything I wanted. I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Everything I wanted. I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Ooh, everything I wanted. I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Everything I wanted. I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Ooh, everything I wanted. I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Everything I wanted. I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. I want it. I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Everything I wanted. I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it.
What it do? What it do? What it do, man? Welcome back to the 80s Babies Conversation, man. This your boy Bubba. Welcome back. I missed y'all. You know what I'm saying? We ain't been on in a minute. I know I haven't been. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, it's good to be back. I hope everybody been having a great week. Hope everybody had a great weekend. You know what I'm saying? Hope everything been going great with everybody. You feel me? So, what's happening, sis?
What's happening? It's your girl Ray Cherie, the host with the most, checking in. If you're on with us, let us know that you're with us in the comments. Hit the like button, hit the share button, and comment and chat with us tonight and join the
Right.
conversation.
Right.
So we're in for an eventful night. We're coming back off of Valentine's Day. We're coming in on the last day of Black History Month.
Yep.
Let's talk it up.
Let's talk it up. What it do, cuz?
What to do, cuz? And hey, Alicia. All right, so we're gonna dive right into our first topic of the night. And have you heard the saying, "You can't turn a hoe into a housewife"?
Too many times, sis. Heard plenty time. Plenty time. One of my old school partners was just telling me that today.
So
Straight up.
let's watch this clip.
Favorite things that I have heard men say is that you cannot turn a hoe into a housewife. But the hoes never wanted to be your wife in the first place. I have listened to 304 TikTok, stripper talk, and escort TikTok. They all have similar stories about you married men. You guys will come in there, badmouth your wives, talk about your children, and say very inappropriate things about your daughters. And chances are, most of you, the money and freedom that those women have, y'all cannot match it. And if anything, a lot of these 304s or quote unquote strippers or whores, just from the behavior of you men who are married alone that go in there, why would they want to get married at all? Why would they want to get married just for you to end up at the strip club too, to badmouth them as well? It's just funny how you men will say you can't turn a hoe into a housewife, but those women were never even an option for you.
All right, bro, let's weigh in.
Well, I don't agree with that. She talking about, you know what I'm saying? Talking about fuzz, like as far. What's up, Auntie? Well, I don't know. I kind of agree with some of the stuff she's saying, but you know what I'm saying. Not all of it. She's saying that they weren't even an option. You know what I'm saying. Now I don't know what kind of you know men out there and how they behave. You know what I'm saying when they get with these hoes. But yeah, I don't know how they, what kind. Well, I don't know what kind of. First of all, I ain't never been in that type of position to where I want to turn a hoe into a wife or a girlfriend or whatever you may call it. You know what I'm saying? I never been in that situation. You feel me? So I honestly, hell, I honestly don't know what to say about it. See, I mean, I done heard. Hold up. Go ahead.
So my interpretation of this, 9 times out of 10,
my interpretation
the types of women that some men are pursuing don't want to be their wives anyway. So I feel like when we start talking about the wifey type, what she looked like, she gotta have, that perfect figure 8. She gotta have the big booty, she gotta have the big boobs, she may be looking for that man to take care of her. Or to provide her needs and take care of her expenses. And this woman is not looking to be wifed down. She's looking to get that same thing from several different men to accommodate her lifestyle.
Yeah, but you said something important right there, sis, the lifestyle. Now, how long are you gonna live this lifestyle? Because you ain't gonna have that body and all that so you're gonna eventually have to bite down and have to settle for somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I feel. That's why I was saying I ain't agree with some of the stuff she's saying. She's saying some of the men they were never an option and all this and that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. And it's like when she talking about the men bad mouthing their wives and talking about the kids. Man, listen. First of all, they may be doing that in defense of the men. They may be doing that to make you feel comfortable about doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? That it may be me making you feel comfortable about what you doing, talk bad mouthing my wife. Because if I get in there talking good about it, then at the same time, you might in your head, you might go to saying, damn, well, why you messing with me then? Is she good and this and that? So it may be a psychological thing, man. He might be trying to make this situation better for you.
Okay. So what I want to know is, are the types of women, when you're talking to your guy friends who might be out on the scene, are the types of women that they are pursuing the ones who want to be wives?
Well, hell, how you gonna know that if you don't pursue? You can't really, you know what I'm saying? You can't really say, you know what I'm saying, this and that unless you pursue. You see what I'm saying? Like, how you know if this is gonna be wife material? The one that you might, it's both. It go both ways. The one you thinking might be wife material might not be the one. The one you thinking that might not be the one might be the one. You know what I'm saying? So what's the question again, sis? Because
So I think we're living in a day and time where men want that bachelor lifestyle, but women, there are women out here who don't want to be the wifey type.
Yeah,
They
not right now. Not right now while they in their prime. But see, that's the problem though, sis. That's a problem for the women. Because right now you might be passing up on good men just because you want to live this type of lifestyle. You don't want to be just stuck with one man, or you don't want to, you know what I'm saying? You want to get that bag, you know what I'm saying? But what's gonna happen when all that run out and you ain't as attractive as you was? You know what I'm saying? Like what gonna happen then? Then you gonna want a man to come in and swoop you off your feet. You know what I'm saying? But you were that same hoe that ain't want to be a housewife. But now you done turned in your badge and you want to be a housewife. Nah, it ain't gonna work like that. You know what I'm saying? You can't
but
have it both ways.
but I also feel it works it's the same way. Like men in their late 30s and 40s and 50s are saying, I want this woman that looks like this, and I want her to have a perfect body, and I want her boobs to still be perky when she lay down. But he getting wrinkly like a grandpa. So we tend to see that men are being more shallow, Bubba, about what they want and what they prefer when it comes to these women who have aged. They're still turning to these younger girls, but these younger girls don't want to marry them. They just want to be taken care of.
Well, they're the ones that the men need to be smart enough to be able to see it and leave them the hell alone. Let them be what they is. You know what I'm saying? Like back to the hoes to the housewife. Like, you know, sometimes the man don't even, like I said, sometimes, you know, the hoes might think that the man might be trying to win them over or cuz you
Her
funny.
man just turned in and she's a bad grandma.
Okay, cuz. But damn, y'all made me lose my train of thought. What was I saying?
So I think, Bubba,
You just
that
cut me off.
hoes, there are some hoes who become wives every day.
But they gotta be willing to.
So
You
it's
know what I'm
about,
saying?
at the end of the day, it's about what are you willing to wager? What are you willing to give up to get what you want?
I think a lot of people I think a lot of people don't see the bigger picture and things. You know, the ones who were saying, "Oh, you can't turn a hoe into a highway," the one that don't want to be turned, or what she was saying, like, "Oh, you weren't even an option for that woman. You can't even maintain or live the lifestyle she living." But she don't only maintain and live that lifestyle for so long. You know what I'm saying?
But let's be honest, a lot of people are in relationships solely for what the person can do for them. And if that
Yeah.
person could not do these things, if that person could not provide these services, they wouldn't be in those relationships in the first place. Now, they'll never own that, and they may never say that. But behind closed doors and to their closest, they may own and say that. But some people are in relationships only for what the person can do for them. Love may not even be a factor.
Well, I'm gonna be real with you, and a lot of people out there watching probably can agree to this. And this is just human. This is just human nature. A lot of people are attracted to whatever can help them or benefit them at first. You know what I'm saying? At first, because you don't know a person to say what you want out of them and this and that. You know what I'm saying? So at first, of course, you're gonna be attracted and trying to see what this person can do for you and how they can help you do whatever you're trying to do in life. But as you date and get to know this person, and then it eventually turns to something else, you eventually start loving this person and caring for them in a whole other way. You know what I'm saying? So 90% of the people who get in a relationship looking at the relationship on like how it can benefit me or you. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Like straight up. So that's 90% of the time, unless you know, even with rich people, even people with money, you know what I'm saying? When they meet another rich person, like they, you know, people always saying, "Oh, well, I already got money." You know what I'm saying? At the same time, it's still some, you know what I'm saying? That's
To be gained.
yeah, to be gained. Like it's something to be gained. Like it ain't never just. It's almost never just. Oh, I think you know what I'm saying. I thought you was a nice. You can't say I thought you was a nice person because you don't know a person. All that be lies. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? When somebody tell y'all that them be lies. Oh, I thought you was a nice person. You don't even know me to even think I'm a nice person. So how you know what I'm saying? You only see me a handful of times. You know what
I
I'm saying?
I
So
agree. And this kind of leads us into our toss-up question for the night. So let's go ahead and take a look. So the toss-up question for tonight is: how do you know if a friendship is not good for you?
What kind of friendship? Like just a regular friend, like my homeboy,
Your
homegirl?
homeboy, your homegirl, your ride or die. How do you know that this friendship is not good for you?
Because you'll start seeing signs real quick. When you helping a person or looking out for a person, and then they not returning it or reciprocating that to you, you know what I'm saying? It's like that right there let you know that's the first red flag. When a person ain't willing to do what you do for them, for you, then that right there gonna let you know everything off the rip. You know what I'm saying? Like me and one of my best friends just talking about this last night. Like,
Hey, Brandon,
okay,
what's up,
peer.
bro?
Okay, peer. But me and one of my homegirls were talking about this last night. Christina, right? My friend Christina, we was just talking about this. Like when she was staying back in Atlanta, you know, with her being back in Atlanta, it kind of like our communication and us kicking it had kind of, you know, died down because we were staying in two different locations. So anytime I would go to Atlanta, I would always hit her up, and even if I ain't slide through and just the kick it with her, I would always hit her. Hey, Chris, I'm in the city, man. I may slide through there. You know what I'm saying? Or I may slide through there, but at least I'll talk to her briefly and let her know I'm in the city. That way, if anything happened, she kind of know what. Dang, he did say he was in the city. You know what I'm saying? Or you never know. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna even lie. I got friends that are touchdown in my city, or and won't even let me know they in the city. I won't even know. And these people that I be thinking that, you know what I'm saying, I'm cool with, I kick it with all the time, like my friends. I tell them, oh, I got them a good thing to say about them. You know what I'm saying? I had friends come in the city and not even, I ain't gonna say check in, you know what I'm saying, because that's kind of bad term to use right now. But they ain't tap in, you know what I'm saying? But like, hey, G man, hey, Bubba, I'm in the city, man. You know,
But I feel like it's a two-way street, and I feel so. My issue with friendship is it is a two-way street. I shouldn't be the one
yeah,
calling all the time.
all
I
the
shouldn't be
time, yeah,
texting all the time. I shouldn't be
yeah.
touching down all the time.
That right,
So it goes both
exactly,
ways. And like,
exactly.
people say, "Oh, I'm busy," but people make time for what they want to make time for. Tiffany said, "I got a person that do anything for me, but I don't feel him because he still won't give up. It's something like family matters." So I feel like, Bub, it works both ways. For instance, one of my best friends, she's been a best friend since college. I'm here in Alabama, she's in Arizona, and we sometimes we can't overlap, but we make plans like, okay, I'm coming to homecoming. That's our thing. We do homecoming together each year. So
Right,
those kind, like, we're gonna make some effort to meet in between. Or if she's home in Warner Robins, then I need to try to get to Warner Robins, that kind of thing. Or she may need to try to get to Phoenix City, or we're gonna meet somewhere in the middle, or let me catch this flight to Arizona this summer.
right,
Because that is what friends do. You have to be in a friendship, you have to pay attention to who shows up for you. You
yeah,
keep showing up for people, you need to start paying attention to who shows up for you. And I feel like with us being in our 30s, it's time.
yep,
You're somewhat settled. Start
yep.
showing up. And if you can't be there,
Because it ain't no reason for you to not be checking in with your friend, man.
yeah,
Like straight up. If I come, man, listen. If I come in one of my friends' city, even if they busy, I don't care if they busy, or even if I got something to do in the city, I'm a still let them know, hey, I'm in the city. Even if like I say, even if I don't touch down, and kick it with you physically, you know what I'm saying? You already know I was in the city. At least I'm just hollering at you and saying, hey, I'm in the city, man. Shit.
yeah. And it takes about 3 seconds to send a text.
Yeah.
Check on your
Yeah.
people. I mean, in the world that we're living in, where all this mental illness, people are battling with all these different things. It only takes a second to check on your people.
Yeah, but then soon something happened to you, damn friend, then y'all be the main ones hollering talking about, oh man, that was my part. We did this and that. Man, that shit don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, especially if you ain't consistent with it. You know what
Um,
I'm saying?
Billy Red said, our co-host for Girls Talk said, that's why I don't do friends, because I noticed I was always the only one showing up for them. But when it's time to show up for me, they ain't there, and you have to watch that split.
Well, let me say something. Let me say something about that too. See, I think a lot of the problem is some of us think that the people that we call our friends are our best friends. We'll use the term best friends, but on the other side, you ain't they best friends, so and they treat you as such. You know what I'm saying? Like you thinking, oh, we best friends, we kick it all the time, we we go shoot ball together, we on the game together all the time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's y'all friendship in that sense. But then outside of that, these folks got a whole nother set of people that they hang and kick it with all the time, and they treat differently than you. I done been a victim of that shit, man. I done been in situations like that.
All right, Brandon
Straight
said you
up.
for you and others, and kind of I'm guilty of that. I like
But
me because I know how I am and I know how I operate. I want me in my circle.
well, guess what? Like they always say, man, you can't expect shit out of people, you know what I'm saying, that you can't expect too much out of damn people, man. You see what I'm saying? So it like he said, you looking for you in a person, you know what I'm saying, in a friend. But you ain't finna get that. You ain't finna get that. Like Perry, one of my friends, like Perry is one of my a real good friend of mine. That's my partner. Like straight up, my homeboy. You know what I'm saying? And when I go to Tuskegee sometimes, where I have to get off at, his house is like literally right there. Half of the time I go, we were laughing about this last week. I sit in that man's driveway and he won't even know I'm there. I call him, hey boy, come outside, or hey, boy, I should have, you know what I'm saying? I had this sniper on you. You know what I'm saying? We'll just say something funny, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I've been out here. You know what I'm saying? Same with my house. When he in the city, he'll come, he would come chop it up. We would come hit me up, come check in. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the type of friendship we got. You know what I'm saying? But that's just like with my cousin.
But let's be clear. There are friends who may not talk every day. Cause I have some.
I got them too.
I have some. I mean, David, Norbert. Norbert is my brother forever. But we may not talk every day, but when it's time to show up, we show up.
Right. Now
I have to do for each other. Christina, you threw her name out there. When it's time for us to show up, we show up for each other. We do what we have to do. And I think that's what friends do, Raven. So, like, all my friends, what's up?
Yeah. I got a few friends like that. One of my best friends, Quay, like that man stay all the way in Michigan. And I done had friends that stay in the same city as me, that this man will come through before any of them. You say he all the way, he miles away, hours away driving. You know what I'm saying? Like that man, anytime I call him, he gonna answer the phone anytime. Or if he don't answer the phone, that man call me back. Like that's what I consider a friendship. You know what I'm saying? Like not even necessarily with money and shit, but it could be other things you need from a friend that they always show up. Yeah,
emotional and mental support. Like somebody to reroute you, guide you, make sure you're on the same track. Somebody to just listen sometimes. And when you start realizing that you're that for that person and they're never that for you, like that's how you know that friend is not good for you. And also when they won't be honest with you.
Yeah. Now when you got a friend that's lying to you about shit, man, or ain't keeping the 1,000 with you, especially it ain't even like I can come on, y'all. Now we all had friends that we done told a lie to, a little lie or something, but you know what I'm saying? Well, if it's something major and or if it's business related or anything like that, you know what I'm saying? Just be honest. I'd rather be honest all the way around the board, no matter big or small. You know what I'm saying? But hey, we all human hell. I tell a lot of my friends all the time. I hope they ain't listening. But I mean, don't be no big lies and then like that. But you know what I'm saying? I might be like, man, hell. Hey, Pierre, I be on the game later on. I probably don't never get on. You know what I'm saying? It be a little lie like that, but it don't be nothing that affect our friendship. You know what I'm saying? It'll never be nothing that affect our friendship.
So I think you just have to look at how these people treat you and what these people are they giving you the same energy that you're putting into the friendship. And I think that's what matters at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So with this being the last day of Black History Month, what would be a message that you have for the people, for Black people?
Oh man, keep accomplishing great thing, man, and let's extend Black history. Don't let it just be a month. Let's extend it throughout the year. Let's do great things throughout the year. Don't let just recognize, Black history during the month of February, man. Y'all got to do it throughout the whole year. You know what I'm saying? So
and,
yeah.
I think one of the things too in preserving our history that we don't think about, since I am a female and I like to try to get in the kitchen and rattle pots and pans.
That's
Like
all you
start
do.
talking to the whatever, you eat it. All right, it's time to connect with the mamas and the aunties and the grannies and get these recipes and write them down. Because if we don't write them down and get these recipes, the family reunions are going to be messed up. So start preserving some of the things that have made your family, some of those traditions. Start jotting them down so that they can be passed down.
Yeah, and just speaking of family, sis, I want to give a shout out to everybody whose birthday was in February, especially the three people that we celebrated this past weekend with our family, sis. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, we had a great time. I want to thank all our family for having a good time. Nobody I ain't hear no arguing, I ain't hear no
It
fussing,
was
no
beautiful.
fight. We had a great time this past weekend, y'all. I ain't
Mhm.
gonna even
It
lie.
was a
You know
good
what I'm
fellowship
saying?
family.
That was, and even though we were missing some key people that always contribute and make the family day a family day, you know what I'm saying? We still had a great time, y'all. So, you know what I'm saying? That we need to start doing more of too. We need to start getting with our families and spending more time with them instead of running down streets and clubbing all the time. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need to start doing. I ain't gonna lie, I had fun. I wish we could do it, have a big turnout like that. A lot of people turn out like that every weekend when everybody in town, or just every month or something, man. Just do something like that. Just it don't gotta be nobody's birthday. Just have a something for the family every month, man. Because of course we losing family members all the
Yeah,
time.
we need to have as many celebrations as we're
Yeah.
having funerals.
Yeah,
Like,
make make many memories, man. Many as you can. Like Till, like I seen her taking a lot of pictures, even on her Facebook. I seen a lot of pictures that she posted. Like I'm gonna have to go steal some too, cuz. So, but yeah, we had a good ass time, man. And it's like that's I felt good. I felt good about that. We hadn't had that in a minute. I know I haven't had that in a minute because I think the last time our family got together, it was doing somebody's death. So, you know, this weekend was we had a fantastic time, man.
so,
Fantastic time.
but okay, so this is what I'm gonna say. Like, with it being Black History Month, and this is the last day, like I feel like we have made great strides um being Black people in this country. However, Bubba, I feel like some of us are still struggling. Like some of us are not living the dream. And what
Well,
I want
we
to get to that was why. So let's watch this clip real quick.
Yo, what's good? This video right here, I'm making it for black people. That's right, black people. You know how y'all black people look at us and say, damn, why is Chico driving that badass truck? Why is Amigo having that badass car? You know how that is? We stick together. Us Hispanics, we work together. We help each other out. As a Hispanic, you know what I have seen with black people? You guys always trying to compete against each other.
I was
Who's got the
thinking
better
that.
car? Who's got the better truck? Who's got the
Hmm.
better bitch? Always comparing each other's shit. Always trying to fight each other. Always trying to put each other down.
Hmm.
Y'all need to work together, like us Hispanics do. That's the difference between Hispanics and black people. That's why a Hispanic starts a business. Most of the time, he's successful because he's not doing it all by himself. He's got
Right.
help. We work together. Y'all black people need to do that. Stick together, help each other out. Stop the fucking competing. That's not helping. Peace.
That was some real shit. That was some real shit. And what he's saying is absolutely 100% correct. You know what I'm saying? But we've been conditioned and been taught to we've been conditioned and taught to compete and be in competition with each other for just it go way back, all the way back into the old days. So I think he right, and it's gonna be hard to do because you have a lot of selfish people out there. I think you know, not just black people. I think a lot of people need to start sticking together, but especially black people because we so divided. We violent towards each other, like you say. Like he said, you want to have the baddest car. If you got a job, you got people on jobs and stuff. Black people. I'm speaking about us. you may have this friend that'll have a good job and they always bragging about how much they job paying and kind of make you feel like your job ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
instead of trying to help you get on how they got on, you know, they'd rather keep throwing it in your face than help pull you up and so you can be making that same money and we all can ball. You know what I'm saying? You got too many people want to stand at the top by themselves. What Brandon
So
Pierce said?
Brandon said negative. One of the reasons on I'm half and half on black culture. So like Bubba, so when I think about this, like really, there are no real black communities. So I feel like, we've been here a little bit too long not to have real black communities, not to have black schools and black financial institutions and hospitals and all these other things. And I feel like many people have attempted it along the way, but none of them have been successful. Evil out of ill will or hatred of out of self-compromise amongst ourselves, because sometimes we
Mm-hmm.
are our own worst enemy. So there are so many different factors that go into that, but I do feel like we need to band together if we're going to accomplish anything great. If we're going to continue to carry the torch for our children, then yeah, we have to start working together to see progress. And I think now more than ever, we start looking at crime rates and all these other things. Like I have stopped watching the news these past 2 weeks for the simple fact that like my city, my area needs to get a contract with the first 48 because it's homicide, homicide, homicide several times a day. And it's getting to a point where it's almost disgusting to watch. I'm like, let me Amazon everything because I don't even need to be out here. That type thing. It's starting to get bad. And I do think that we are our own demise in a sense. We don't support. I
We
know
don't.
1,000 people. I know you know 1,000 people, might even know more. But I mean, even with this podcast right here, where they at? Where is the support? So I feel
Right.
like that's one of the biggest things. We have to start supporting one another. It goes a long way. So when
Right,
somebody
because then a lot of people will sit there and say, "Well, I'm just one person. Me liking you ain't gonna help." Yes, it will. Yes, it will. When you got more support, well, you got more followers. That way you can get more feedback. That way you can get most what's going on ready. But that way you can get more feedback and you can have better content. Like like I said in the past about our podcast is I got friends and other people outside my friendship that talk about our podcast and we should do this, we should do that. Well, if we get more supporters and followers, then we can start doing more things and talking about different things. But and even suggestions, like even if y'all following, like it don't end up just by clicking the button. Y'all open to give suggestions and stuff on what we should talk about and what we should, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what we're doing it for. We're doing it for y'all. So we open to ideas and different things like that. Don't. I feel like a lot of people criticize, but they don't do nothing to help.
support. But then, like, even on our jobs, if I had a complaint and all of my coworkers had the same complaint, and I said, okay, I'm gonna bring it up in the next meeting. They're gonna let me bring it up by myself.
Oh, sis, like
None of them are gonna stand up with me
oh
when
man,
I bring this up. So you're not gonna stand up with me. We can't stick together on this one issue so that we can get a change. So now I'm the only one in this whole organization with a problem because none of y'all are gonna stand up with me. And you know dang well we all had the same problem.
oh yeah, sis, because
And we start sticking together at work.
yeah, we stick together until it's time to damn go to the meet and go in the meet. I've been in that situation plenty of times. I've been there plenty of times being the one to stand up. We always, because I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of a loud guy at work. You know what I'm saying? I'm a voice my opinion. I kind of don't care what nobody say. You know what I'm saying? I'm a voice my, if I'm feeling some type of way, then I'm gonna let it be known. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like at my job, and even that previous job that I've had, I've always been that guy that they'll turn to sometimes to be the one to say something. But then when my job on the line, when these folks ready to keep me out of their job for me standing up and saying something, then still nobody coming to my defense. You know what I'm saying? It kind of like that friend. We always talk about relationships. I'm putting this in. It's kind of like having that friend that you got a friend and they partner cheating on them. You know what I'm saying? Your partner might be cheating on you too, but you gonna tell this person what to do. Well, if I were you, I'll leave or I'll do this and that. I'll divorce him. You know what I'm saying? But then when you do that, right? When you do that, everything turn out bad for you. Then they stand on the sideline, still got their house and their job, or still got their woman or their man. They stand on the side like, damn, I'm glad that fool did it before me here. I was gonna do the same thing. I'm glad they ain't do that. You know what I'm saying? You got those type of people out there. They wanna throw you out there to see what gonna happen to you. But then if something good happen to you, then you got everybody running. Everybody want a piece of the pie. Then, oh no, man, I was throwing this big fuss about the job, but they were like, oh yeah, what they say? Shit, man, they gave me a $10 raise for real. Oh, now everybody run to the manager office now.
Mm-hmm.
But damn near get fired and see everybody turn their back. Hey man, didn't you say? I ain't say that, man. Everybody turn their back on.
But I
You
also
know
think
what I'm
one
saying?
of the biggest things we lost, Bubba, like when we go back to the civil rights movement and we go back to looking at how people got on the Underground Railroad, the first thing they did was organize. Now, all
Yeah.
this education and all this progress we've made, we're acting like we don't know how to organize. So, and then everybody wants to
You
be
don't know, sis. You want
me, and my. What
it?
happened to we?
It ain't none of that,
What happened
sis.
to us
I was saying the same thing
and
the other day.
ours?
I was saying the same thing the other day, sis. You got a whole bunch of chiefs, but don't nobody want to be an Indian. You got too many chiefs, but don't nobody want to be an Indian. And that's part of the problem. That's
Yeah.
the main problem. Everybody want to be the boss. Nobody want to be the worker. Don't nobody want to take no authority for nobody. And I think that's the problem in the black community. Don't nobody want to be told what to do. You feel like you under a person when they having to tell you or give you, I don't like to say tell you what to do or give you guidance or directions on something to do. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to do that. I'm one of those persons. That's why I'm trying to be an entrepreneur because I don't like nobody tell what to do. But you know what I'm saying? When it's something good, it's for to make something work. Then I'm all ears. I'm listening. I'll cooperate. Especially if it's a bigger picture, something bigger to gain at the end.
And let me tell you something. Hold on, what she say? You cannot help some black people. They are killing up all of our black young men every day. 3 or 4 people getting killed every day. Call 48 hours to Columbus, Georgia, Phoenix City, Alabama. All right, Red said poor values is the main issue with black folks. And another thing too, I watch how we move and I watch how my counterparts move.
Right.
All right, sometimes you cannot move in every situation out of emotion. Once again, you got to organize. Another thing, stop disagreeing with other black people in public. Like, learn how to handle that stuff behind closed doors. And if your problem is if your problem with another black person, go to them. But now when it comes to following chain of command and protocol, we do it for our bosses, we do it for our supervisors, but we can't do it for our fellow brother or sister. Like, come on now, we got to start doing better. One thing,
you know the saying.
They disagree with each other, but they do not do it in front of us. So we need to stop this foolishness.
You know what people they respond to that always be? It always, oh, well, I get paid. Sound like me, you still selling out to the dollar. It don't matter if you get paid or not.
I'm telling you, man, stop. They selling out to the dollar every time.
Selling out to everybody always talking about. That's another thing. You know what I'm saying? If I'm trying to do something and it ain't making no money, we quick to holler. Shit. Well, that shit ain't making me no money. That ain't sometimes you gotta look past the money. It ain't about that. It ain't about that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it ain't about the money. It's about just helping somebody fulfill their dream and they accomplish something. And maybe it will be a reward at the end of that trail. You know what I'm saying? But you got to give it time. You just off the rip. If it ain't benefiting somebody, man, they gone. Or they ain't even finna bother to help you. This is another saying. When you hey sis, could you do such and such for me? You know what a typical person will usually lean across the table and say back to you? What's in it for me? You know what I'm saying? Like that's always the question. What's in it for me? What's in it for me?
So I'm telling you, me, and mine is gonna keep messing us up because we have the wrong mindset. We, us, and ours.
So how can we fix it? That's the question. How can we fix this? Once again, how can we fix it? What
The
can we start doing? What can we practice to try to reverse this issue, to try to reverse the problem? Like, what can we do, people?
support. The first thing is support. All right, and Red did say it. He said they move together, they value each other, and they keep their money in their neighborhood values. The first thing we go is look for their approval and take our money straight to them.
When we start making
Money.
right,
So we
right,
have to start supporting. Like if somebody's doing something, pay for it. Stop hustling your friends and business, that kind of thing. Support. Put people on. If you are in a position to put somebody on,
put them
put them
on.
on. Like,
Don't be
okay,
a
I
roadblock,
know somebody
man.
who, yeah, I know somebody who does event planning. I know somebody who does marketing. I know somebody who sells tires. I know somebody who bakes those cakes. Start putting people on. Start being the plug. Start plugging your people in where you see fit before you take business elsewhere.
Now I ain't gonna lie. Now when it comes to that, I ain't gonna even lie. Now when it comes to me earning a living in my profession, I've met a lot of people. Even my friends have referred, me as a mechanic to people. You know what I'm saying, or sent people to me. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate all y'all that do that for me. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Because without y'all, I I I couldn't make the extra money that I'm making. So I really appreciate it. And like I say, even with that, when like one of my friends told a guy about me working on cars, and he don't even stay in the same city as me. You know what I'm saying? And the guy actually came and let me did work his car, and he referred two more guys in the city with me. You know what I'm saying? So it was like he told a friend that told two more friends. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm their regular mechanic. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, man, support goes a long way. You don't know who you don't know what that support you giving a person could do for them and how it could help them, man. So yeah, we definitely need to start supporting more and and just stop hating. Like the young people say, stop hating.
Not
Yeah.
even hating, but if you see somebody broken, if you see somebody that needs adjusting, if you see somebody and their business is a little off, their product is a little off, you ain't got to make a Facebook post and call them out. You can simply
Right.
go to the person, hey, this right, what I received today was not, it was not what I thought it was supposed to be. Can you please redo it? Start calling people in and stop calling them out. That fixes some of the problem too. Like
Yeah.
we are so quick to throw somebody under the bus. We are so quick to slander somebody's name. We are so quick to inflict our internalized hatred on other people. We got to stop doing that mess.
Yeah.
That's real talk.
Yeah.
And I think that's how we grow. And I think that's how we start seeing growth.
Right.
And the other thing is going to be educate your kids at home too.
Oh, it started at the house.
It
That's where it
starts at
started
home. And it's not all the education they need is not in a book. You have to start teaching your child those survival skills at home because they are our future. Like we're not taking the time out with our kids. We're not teaching them the things that they need to know to be successful, to maneuver, to survive. We have to start teaching our children those things. Like we have gotten so lost in this digital society. We have become disconnected from a lot of our core and common values, and we need to get back to it.
Yeah, we were so hands on. Like me and Red were just talking about this too, man. Like we used to be so hands on when we were young. We didn't have all these devices and stuff in our faces, so we were kind of like hands on. Like I don't even see like when we were young, it used to be a gang of us riding bikes. Shit, now it's a gang of kids sitting in a circle with iPads.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Or
saying? It
a
ain't
child sitting in the room by themselves with an iPad and they haven't talked to their parents since they got home from school. And that's a sad commentary.
Yeah, it's so crazy how and we only in our mid-30s. It's so crazy how time to change that fast. Like it changed that fast. Like we would be bragging about each other's bike and just we had a lot of physical stuff that we could do. Hey, I remember one time, Red, I know you remember this, man. We had we used to go to school with yo-yos and like I know y'all remember the yo-yo era when everybody had the yo-yos and who yo-yo had different lights and bells and whistles and shit and who yo-yo can sleep the longest when you man, like we had a lot of stuff that we could do that kind of made us social. It kind of made us social too, you know what I'm saying, at the same time. But now everybody here planning in the phone or on social media. Like that's the thing. Like if you ain't communicating through social media or you know what I'm saying, through a mobile device, then they don't even know how to communicate. So like you said, it starts at home. Like we gotta start teaching these kids stuff at home and how to survive without these devices. That what y'all better start doing, parents. Y'all better start teaching these kids how to survive without these devices because if they lose it or misplace it or whatever the case may be, then they stuck. They ain't gonna even be
Or
able to get in touch with you because they
or
don't
they
know
don't
how
need to
to.
have a panic attack or a meltdown because they have developed a sense of codependency
Yeah.
with their device because that's the world we live in now.
I feel like it should be an age limit when we give our kids a phone. I feel like a damn 3-year-old, 4-year-old should be walking around with a phone. I feel like that. Y'all need to learn how to play first. Learn how to play as a kid before you start doing all this high tech. Learn because I done seen parents say, "Oh, my kid know that baby number 3. That baby know how to work that iPad better than me." Well, I see that's a damn problem to me. Because how this kid learn how to work this iPad, but they can't even go to the damn potty. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell?
Yep.
So yeah, nah.
All
Tighten
right.
up, people. Tighten up.
Light up, people. And we got mail.
Oh,
Tip said climb trees and cook dirt.
all that. Eat
Yes,
the
ma'am.
damn dirt and all,
Eat the
cuz.
dirt too. All right. We got mail. You gonna read this one, Bubba?
Or is it from a man or a woman? Let's see. I had to tell y'all now, I was a kid they laughed at it when he read in school, so y'all bear with me. They used to laugh at me when I used to read now.
It's
That,
okay. It's okay. We know you're a little special.
okay. What's up, Raven and Bubba? I have known a woman for almost 2 years. We were always cordial and speaking when passing. I know she is well put together and ambitious. About a month ago, our paths aligned. We started dating. Shut up, Raven. We started dating. She seemed to be the one. She seemed to be the one, and the sex is good. I told her that we are dating exclusively, and I don't want to worry about her entertaining other men. She agreed. We continued to date. Now we are. Wait a minute. Go back. Hold up. Now we are at the end of our first month. I feel pressure. She asked me, hold on, am I reading that? Hold on, let me know her. I'm sorry, y'all. Hell. I told her that we are dating exclusively, and I don't want her. I don't want to worry about her entertaining other men. She agreed. We continued to date. Now we are at the end of our first month. I feel pressured. She asked me, could we move in together? All right. That I told her to give it a couple of months. She told me her lease is about to be up, and if she renews it, she will have another year commitment. I like her a lot. What do I do? Am I being selfish or am I moving too fast? She seems to be the type you meet once in a lifetime, dangerously in love. Damn, boo. Oh man, well, listen. I don't know how old y'all folks is, but if you our age and you got to be, you know what I'm saying? You may be. I don't know, but you gotta look at that. If she seemed like the one, she laying that thing on you pretty good. You know what I'm saying? She's ambitious. Then I feel like take a shot in the dark, man. You know what I'm saying? Let her move in. Let her let her move in and see where it go. Now that if you really like her, you know. But I hope spend some time with her house, see how she live, see how she move around, see if that'll be something you'll be willing to put up with before you just let her move in. Now, you know, it just I don't know. It's a big step when you let somebody move in too. You see what I'm saying? Especially if it's kids involved. Yeah, try it out. Try it out and see where it goes, man. Because ain't nothing wrong with you telling somebody to get the hell up out your shit. Straight up. Like, y'all, I think people, when they let people move in, they tend to think, oh, I'm scared to kick them out. I don't give a damn about none of that. I am not your mama or your daddy. You got to get the hell on if I ain't feeling it. Get the hell on. You got to go. Now, yeah, I know you hopefully you still got a mom and dad that living and you can go stay with them or auntie, cousin, somebody. But you got to get up out of here, especially if I ain't feeling it. So, yeah, nigga, give it a shot.
But I must admit the timing is a little fast paced. But I do say I'm very unorthodox. I feel like tomorrow is not promised to nobody.
Well, listen, sis, I feel her too. I feel her what she's saying too. What he's saying about her trying to tilt that real boy. I feel her saying her lease about to be up, but damn it, that ain't my problem. You know what I'm saying? But I feel her on not wanting to re-sign a lease. And then, y'all working out, but then she already signed this lease and a whole year lease, and now it's gonna be a year before y'all can actually move in or start staying together if that's an option for y'all. You see what I'm saying?
I feel like there's money in the pot too. Like
everybody saving.
Yeah, everybody saving. So I feel
but I also had this one roommate one time too, sis. I had this roommate one time, and I looked at it the same way, and I was like, yeah, we saving. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't like the way that man. I ain't like the way that man lived. He had a female staying there. Hell, I was losing money. They eating all my food up.
But this is not a roommate situation. This is like a couple scenario.
Well, yeah. I'm just saying. I was just saying when you living with somebody, how you talking about saving? You know what I'm saying?
Do a background check plus a drug test.
I ain't lying, cuz. You better do all that. It's like getting a job.
But do we see, is there a too fast or a too slow to move in? Because I'm going to have to say no. Because I'm one of those people, I feel like you never get to know a person to the fullest, highest power. And people change like seasons change. So it's a gamble, but I say tomorrow ain't promising nobody. If you happy, rock with it.
I feel you on that too, sis, but I feel like it is too fast because, like I say, you don't want to ruin the relationship by moving in with a person, because once a person realizes how you live, and because we look good when we step out. We clean up when somebody coming to visit. But when you just in house living with a person and actually seeing how this person lives and seeing how they do things and all of that, man, that's a big damn step when you talking about moving in with somebody, though. You know what I'm saying? That's real.
This is how you learn a person. I feel like if a person likes this kind of stuff, like if you like this person, like move in with that person. If it's somebody's hey, baby, I need you to start picking up after yourself. And she may not be the one. He may be the one. She got to tell you to start picking up after yourself.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's vice versa. Like whatever way you want to put it, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying you still got to consider that. Like you may not like this person's lifestyle, how they live. Now, like I say, y'all have fun and do what y'all do and go out, have fun and kick it and clean cut. He seem nice and neat. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you right, Red. You right, Joda. Joda gonna pay the rent. He ain't letting her come stay here. Yeah, hear me.
But here's the only downside for the ladies. You move in with him. He says yes. You move in with him, and now he don't want to get married because you have given him everything that comes with the marriage.
Or you move in and be like Celia on Color Purple. You get control. You got to do this and that. And now at some point, you gonna feel like, dang, I need this place to stay, so I'm gonna do it. Then it's gonna become a control thing. So, because some men feel like when you ask them to move in, now you gotta abide by my rule. This my house, my name on it. So you gotta be careful about you gotta be careful about what I'm saying, moving in with a person, man, because you don't know what comes with moving in with that person. So what you'll do? So when you move in,
I'm with Red 100%. You got to try it, and I'm with it, Red, just for the cost analysis. Like I'm with it because I'm like, oh, somebody want me to move in with them. I gotta help with half. Oh, that's light work. I'm gonna look at everything.
I'd rather have my damn peace of mind than the money. Let me tell you, peace of mind is everything, man. You might be saving money, but you might be living hell. You might be saving some money, but you might be living in hell at the same time. So what you would want to have?
I want to live in hell now, but that's why you keep
your coin
in your Crown Royal sack, so you can get up out of there if you need to.
Yeah, you better keep a door. You better keep one foot in the door, just cause you let that motherfucker close on you, you might be stuck.
Ain't no stuck. Do like Tina, leave in the middle of the night. I'm telling you, you keep some coin saved up so you can say, oh, you always got somewhere to go. But I think that the moving in, you get to learn each other at a different level, and you get to see what works before you take that big step and saying I do, and you realize, okay, this is not what I really like. But even before you take that big step saying I do, you learn how to problem solve and resolve issues with this person. Because I mean, what are you doing before you move in together? You just wasting time. You still they having sex, they got good chemistry.
Especially if y'all over each other's house a lot. If you over the person's house a lot, hell, I'm gonna go and move in over here.
How long you got to test drive the car? How long do you have to test drive the car? Lease it out or go ahead and buy it?
Hell, sometimes you just want to joyride here.
Red said if she real fine, somebody will move her in tomorrow. And that's what I just said, Red. If somebody asked me to move in, call the movers.
Shit. That's why real men don't act nothing like that.
Call the movers.
Now you know my name. Ain't that right, Red?
So, what are we going to leave the people with tonight, Bubba?
Man, stay independent, man. You know what I'm saying? Stay independent. Stay independent, man. And, keep that Crown Royal bag with them coins in it. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to rely on nobody. Yes, sir, Roller. You heard me. You know my name. But yeah, man. I just want to leave y'all with man, be safe out there. The last day of Black History, make sure y'all do something good before 12 o'clock tonight. You know what I'm saying?
For the black business before 12 o'clock tonight.
Yes. Support. Matter of fact, all y'all out there right now, all y'all watching this right now, man. No matter if you're watching it on YouTube, I don't even know if we're running it on Facebook. But if we is, y'all go share it. Just share it. Because I'm gonna go back and look, and everybody need comments. And if it ain't shared some damn way on some of your platform, then hey. Yeah, you weren't our friend. You ain't our friend. You don't support her. Hell. Now go share it right now. Soon go share. You should be hitting the road. Hey, look, go share it. Go share this our video, man. Go share our podcast. Get some people to talk about it. Get some people to watch it. And what you want to leave them with, sis?
I'm just going to say, let's support one another.
All off subject.
Let's support one another, and let's grow our communities and continue to educate our children. And on that note, we are out. Good night, y'all.
Peace out, man.